Good morning and welcome to the final Gribbly's Folly Sunday Antisocial Hour of 2023. That's right. After this, I'm taking some time off. It's Christmas Eve. And though personally I hate Christmas with the fire of a thousand suns, I hope that you are enjoying yourself with a nice Christmas Eve breakfast, including lots of tobacco on your scrambled eggs, tobacco grits, bacon, tobacco, I don't know, you fry up maybe some old dark fired flakes or something, whatever. I'm trying here. I'm trying to make everything pipe related for my audience. I'm running out of ideas. It's been a long year. Now, if I were a more engagement conscious presenter, I would have like a recap or something like the most difficult Ask Gribbs question. By the way, if you have a question for me, leave it in the comments down below. Hashtag Ask Gribbs. What do you think is gonna happen? This is my Ask the Audience question. What do you think's what are your predictions for 24? We probably shouldn't even talk about this, should we? There's a lot that's gonna happen in 24 that we don't, never mind. All right, so we're gonna keep it short, but I have two questions for you. What are your New Year's resolutions? Leave them down below. And the second question is, pipe related stuff, what are your pipe resolutions? The second question I have, leave it in the comments down below, your answer. What do you want for Christmas? Now, I am smoking the fourth and final, by the way, bowl of Ashtons Rainy Day. I have given this tobacco a fair shake. I have tried it in Cobb's, I've tried it in Briars. It's just not... It's, okay, my new baseline, here's something I'm taking away from this year. My new baseline, Carter Hall. If a tobacco is not as good as Carter Hall, I could just smoke Carter Hall. And there's a lot of opportunity cost when you choose a tobacco to smoke. Life is too short to smoke tobaccos that aren't at least at your baseline. Another Ask the Audience question. What is your, this would be more fun. What is your baseline tobacco? What is the least flavorful, what tobacco, like below this line, it's just not worth smoking? I am smoking this worthless tobacco in a very nice pipe that Fireplug 1701D sent me. This is my Missouri Meerschaum Country Gentleman. I think I'm gonna retire my Dagner, and this will probably take its place, actually. I think that this pipe is the superior smoke. Before we move on, I want everyone to know that I was scientific about this. I did let Ashtons Rainy Day dry out. You can see how dry and crumbly it. This is what I'm willing to do for you. Not make a recap, but I am willing to completely cover myself in dry, useless tobacco. But that's okay. There are worse things to be covered in. Anyway, I want you to know, I tried it when it was dry. I tried it when it was wet, straight out of the tin. Both times it sucks, but I did my due diligence. So we're now in that time of the year where the days start to lose all meaning, like the Christmas to New Year 100-mile wilderness of time having no meaning. People come and go. When is the family coming? I don't know. What day is it? No one knows. We all do nothing, but somehow we're still exhausted. You eat, and yet you're always unsatisfied because all the stuff we eat is like sugary, Christmassy crap that we just shove in our faces for a week at the end of the year. It's this no man's land. That last week on the calendar, man. And then you get to the new year, and you're like, okay, it's the new year, but so much hasn't gotten done the last week that now you're behind in the first thing in the new year. So do you have any New Year's resolutions? Because you're already behind. Like, I'm just gonna tell you, it's gonna, like, don't even try until February. But here it is. Here's my New Year's, my February, my 11 months out of, well, it won't be 11 months because then we'll just hit December again. So my 10 months out of the New Year resolution is I'm gonna lose all the negativity. This is the Sunday Antisocial, it's going away. It's gonna be the Sunday happy time. I'm gonna be positive. I'm just gonna radiate positivity. Okay, all right. Here's something positive. I went downtown. It's December 23rd as I'm recording this, late in the evening. And I went downtown, I met some friends I don't get to see a lot. They were in town and they said, hey, we're gonna be downtown, do you wanna come hang out? Of course I wanna drive downtown on the Saturday before Christmas and hang out with you. But it wasn't that bad. That's the moral of the story. It wasn't that bad. Now, it was bad, but it was only about 30% worse than just baseline downtown Asheville tourist season bad. And the weather was kind of nice. We sat outside. We saw a possum chewing on climbing a tree in the park, and it was out in the daytime, so it was probably rabid. But this is me trying to radiate positivity. We were at a hipster restaurant. I had already eaten. I ate before I went downtown because I did not want to be one of the people that murders people downtown. So I ate beforehand. But when I got to the restaurant, and they had, the only thing I got was a $5 cup of sweet tea, but it was hopped sweet tea. It was tea with hops. Because this is Beer Town. Because that's the only thing we got. We get up in the morning and we brush our teeth with hops. I don't, and whatever. It wasn't that bad. It was, I gotta say, it tasted like tea that you'd spilled beer in, and it cost way more than tea ever should. But whatever, it was okay. This is me radiating positivity. This is my New Year's resolution. I'm gonna be so positive. I'm being positive right now. But I had a moment where I had walked my friends to their car so they wouldn't get murdered, and then I sort of cut back through one of the more touristy places because I had to use the restroom, and there were only 4 or 5 bums fighting over, a plastic baggie on the floor. Anyway, whatever, I used the restroom, and then I was walking through downtown, and it had gotten late and dark, and I had a pipe on me, and I pulled it out, and I thought, why am I, we talked last time, I'm always self-conscious. I don't want to draw attention to myself. That's my general rule in life. A lot of photographers are that way. We don't want to be the story. We want to capture the story, right? I don't want. There's so much performative weirdness in Asheville. I don't want to stick out. But I thought, I'm going to smoke my pipe as I walk through downtown. I'm going to try to allow myself a little moment of enjoying something in public. I know that sounds weird for me, but yeah, I had this moment of like, oh, all the lights are out. And I don't hear anyone screaming at the moment, and I only paid like $14 to park, and I'm joking, but I did have this moment of like almost seeing why some people like Christmas. The lights were out, they were kind of screaming. They were playing music, and it was terrible, but there was music playing, and I was smoking a pipe, and I was like, I could see. People might like this. And then I remembered I was smoking Ashtons Rainy Day, and I got in a bad mood again. What do you want for Christmas? I wanted a pipe. And then I talked myself out of it. I found on Etsy this beautiful Stanwell featherweight 245. I think it's the poker. Smooth pipe, very, very straight grain, and vintage 1980s. $120. $120 for this. And then I thought, it's Christmas. It's Christmas. Everybody's had a hard year. Everyone needs to buy me this pipe. And so my wife was like, what do you want? I was like, it's really expensive, but here's this pipe. She's like, okay. I think what, asking you shall receive. And then I was like, $120 for a pipe? No, don't get me that pipe. And I was looking at my pipe collection and thinking, that pipe was a Christmas gift, and that pipe was a Christmas gift, and that pipe was a Christmas gift I bought myself. And we have all these pipes, and all of your new pipes, they become your old pipes, and then eventually your old pipes, they need to be maintained, and that costs money too. I got pipes I got to send out to be restored because I lost my buff and wheel because it was actually stolen property. And how do you the experience of like pipe lust, and then the experience of getting a gift at Christmas, you can't hold on to that feeling. So what do you want when you have that realization? What do you want for Christmas? Let me know in the comments below. What's your answer in that light? Knowing that all new things eventually become old, what do you still want? I think my answer is that, I could use a Jeep Wrangler. That'd be pretty nice. I think what we're all really trying to get, what we all really want, is whatever my kid is feeling when I see him look at a new set of Legos. Like that, and I remember this too. When you get a new set of Legos, like there's just something about. Not only is it a thing that you just received, it's an object to be excited about, but then you've got an experience ahead of you that's going to be engaging and really fun building these Legos. And that is something that's really hard to come by as an adult, right? Like, like you don't open your new leaf blower and think, man, I can't wait to put this thing together. For a brief time there, Legos do make you happy. I think that that's something we're all trying to reclaim, is like, what is it that will make me happy? What can I do? Can I buy it? And usually when you're an adult, that answer is no. Okay, so I hope you have answered my 2 questions. What are your New Year's resolutions and what do you want? What is it you really want for Christmas? And I hope that you are safe and well cared for, and that you have enough food, and that you have a good warm place to sleep, and that you have the basics that every human being should have on Christmas. Thank you all so much for watching. I value you every week, and I will see you bright and early in okay, maybe not bright and early, probably the second Sunday, because I got the holiday, kind of get it all out of my system, you know, before I can radiate the positivity in 2020. But I will see you then in 2024. Keep the ends out for the ties that bind.